guys, what is going on? Match reaction, Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1, and it is a much needed win for Manchester United. It's a big win, it's a huge win. You know, we needed it after that dreadful performance against Newcastle. We needed something uplifting, and that performance and result was uplifting by Manchester United. I thought it was a brilliant performance by Manchester United tonight. I really do think it was brilliant. Probably one of our best performances under Erik ten Hag, I would say. 28 shots. When does that happen? When does that happen to Manchester United? Especially in a big game, against a big team. When does that happen? Very rarely, but it's happened tonight. And, yes, we've only scored 2 goals from them 28 shots, which is a little bit concerning. And also another thing which I think is concerning is you look at the 28 shots. I think Rasmus Højlund had 1 chance in that 28 shots. He had 1 shot, which is alarming because he is our striker. And strikers, are meant to be on the end of chances. But yeah, that's worrying. But I do think Rasmus's first Premier League goal is coming soon, hopefully on the weekend. But all of this news we've had this week about 50% of the players wanting Ten Hag to get sacked, that's false, because the players Ten Hag started tonight are the players he can trust. And them players tonight play for the badge. They play for the badge. They did. It was a brilliant performance. We were at Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea had a few chances on the break, but we were just at them. And, that can't be a one-off. This is the thing we do. We play well in one game, and then we stop. This can't be a one-off. We now need to play like that every single game. And, I don't care. Because, the players have shown that they can play like that. So we've got to play like that in every single game now. Marcus Rashford, who was on the bench tonight, he did come on near the end, but he was on the bench tonight, was Rashford, and we played far better without him. Ten Hag cannot play Rashford on the weekend. He needs to stick with that team now, Erik ten Hag, because that was a brilliant team performance. And I don't care if Marcus Rashford is English, he's come from the youth. I don't care. The club comes before a player, and until Marcus Rashford starts proving himself, he's got to be on the bench. I thought Garnacho was brilliant tonight. Alejandro Garnacho, taking players on, fearless. He's just fearless, is Garnacho. And I thought Anthony on the other wing had a solid game. But yeah, big win for United. For Chelsea, it's another disappointing away day. They lost 4-1 to Newcastle. And they've lost 2-1 here. I don't think they played bad, Chelsea. I don't think they played bad. I just don't think they expected that from Manchester United. I think Chelsea expected a response, but not a response quite like that, because Manchester United were brilliant tonight. They were brilliant. And, it puts a smile on my face seeing a performance like that. If we would have drawn tonight or lost and we played like that, I would have been disappointed, but I would have been happy, because we played with passion. We played like we meant it. Played for the badge, like I said before. But yeah, going back onto Chelsea, where does that put Chelsea in the league now? Is it like 11th still? 10th? I don't know. Is 10th or 11th? I have no idea. But again, it's been another bad start of the season for Chelsea. You know, last season they were awful, and this season doesn't look like it's going great yet either. You know, but yeah, I just don't think Chelsea lived with Manchester United today. You know, I know the scoreline was only 2-1, but if I'm being honest, it probably should have been about 5-2 to Manchester United. I would have given Chelsea a goal because they had a few chances on the break, but we should have scored far more than 2 goals tonight with the chances we had. But, you know, Scott McTominay, you know, I've criticised Scott McTominay a lot, and I think many Manchester United fans have. I still think we need to sell Scott McTominay. I just don't think he's a Manchester United player, and that sounds stupid, you know, coming from a game where he's just won us the game. But we've played Scott McTominay in the wrong position. We played him in the wrong position for about 3 years. You know, and that's Ollie's fault. You know, he is an attacking midfielder, Scott McTominay. Or maybe not an attacking midfielder, but he's the midfielder that, you know, runs into the box, you know, gets the chances, and, you know, coming up with 2 clutch goals tonight, you know, getting us the win. You know, Scott McTominay opening the scoreline. You know, we have a corner, we mess it up. Chelsea look to hit on the break, they mess up that break. Amrabat gives it to Bruno, who fakes shot, gives it away to Garnacho, pulls it back. Maguire, who has the shot, gets blocked. Scott McTominay's just there to pick up the rebound and volley it in for 1-0. And then, you know, Chelsea in the 45th minute, right before half time, Cole Palmer, who I think's been a brilliant signing for Chelsea. I really do. You know, he couldn't break into that Manchester City team, Cole Palmer, but he gets the equaliser for Chelsea. I don't know whether Onana should save it. It's not a very fast shot. It's turtle speed, but it is in the corner, so I don't know. I don't really know about that one, but it didn't matter anyway. And, you know, Cole Palmer levels it up at half time in a frantic first half. I mean, it was so fast, this game. It was crazy pace. And then Scott McTominay making it 2-1 nearing the end of the game, to be honest. And, you know, I was worried because I thought we were actually going to draw this game. But, you know, Scott McTominay coming up clutch in the 70th minute. You know, Colwell was asking for a foul for a shove in the back, but VAR saw nothing wrong with it. We also missed a penalty as well. Bruno missed a penalty within like, the first 10 minutes. Also, a quick shout out to Amrabat, just quickly. I thought Amrabat had a brilliant performance tonight. You know, he made a mistake early on, Amrabat. You know, he tried to pass it and it got intercepted and Chelsea nearly scored. But ever since that mistake happened, he played brilliantly, Amrabat. You know, so a quick shout out to Sofyan, because he has struggled to get into the team, Amrabat. But I think it was a brilliant performance from him tonight. I really do. And then Scott McTominay obviously getting both of the goals. But what a performance by Manchester United. I'm thrilled. But we got to keep that up. We can't go into the next game on Saturday, I believe it's against Bournemouth, and play terrible. You know, that's the standard now. Just got to keep it up. Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the match. Please like, please subscribe, turn on notifications, share this video around, and I'll catch you later.